Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, we are doing a morning chat. Hey there, no nonsense. How you doing? I figured I'd go live this morning since I'm on my way up to the school. I got a meeting for a parent, for the twin, the one that's been sick. So I'm okay. I'm okay. Today, sunny outside, warm, pretty nice, pretty decent. My baby's feeling better. He was feeling much better today than he's been feeling in the past 2 weeks. So that makes me good. I was watching the news today, and they was talking about the Red Table chat that, you know, Jada Pinkett's new Facebook show. And thank you. And Willow Smith, I don't know if you guys know Willow Smith, Jada and Will's daughter, said that she used to self-cut because she was in a very dark place and she was going through some stuff. And you should have saw the look on Jada's face and the grandmother's face. They were shocked because they could not believe that she had been self-cutting herself. And I had a daughter, one of my daughters had did that. And I literally found out, I'm early, so I might as well wait. I'm a little bit early. One of my daughters used to do that, and I found out, hey Martinique, I literally found out through their friend. And I never experienced that before. I had never knew anyone that did that. And so when I heard Willow talk about how she self-cut herself, it was just shocking that I had to ask the question that so many children, that a lot of children that are in a deep, dark place, that are in depression, that are going through stuff, and they self-cut themselves to get, you know, because of to get rid of the pain. They figure, I don't feel anything else, and the only way I can feel what I'm going through is to self-cut. And once they start doing that, good morning, Ray. Once they start doing that, it is so very hard to get them to stop. It is so very hard. You talking about counseling, you're talking about everyone has to keep an eye on them. And so it's shocking when you hear that your child, you know, is mutilating themselves over some. They do their arms, they do their legs. I've seen or heard where they will do their necks. They will, you know, any place, because if they've been doing a lot, they tend to run out of spaces. And they do it over and over again. So it was very shocking that y'all know I told you guys I love to share my testimonies and stuff that I was going through. So it was heart-wrenching and shocking for me to find out that one of my daughters, one of my children, babies, was going through that and had done that. And like I said, I knew of someone else that used to do that, but they were telling me basically that they had a very rough childhood. They had went through a lot. They had never, as a young adult, a young child growing up, they had never had any services, or they never talked to anyone about what they were going through and how they were feeling. So basically they had a lot of mental issues as well. You know, you bipolar, and they just go through all of this stuff. And so they figure that's a way out. But when we think about self-cutting and that type of stuff, you never think about that going on in the Black community or the minority community. You never think about that. You think about, oh yeah, that's something white people do, or that's something that the other. You never think about that that's something that goes on as well in the black community. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to be, well off from to-do family, schizophrenic. It can happen to anybody. Hey, Gina. Hi, Allie. In QGG, Kent State, just wanted to pop in and greet everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Allie. I appreciate that. Yeah, I just wanted to do, I'm on my way up to the school for a meeting, and I wanted to do this quick video because this morning I was watching them talk about that on the news and stuff this morning. Every morning I'm watching Fox, so it goes down on Fox. And so when they talked about Willow Smith and Jada and Jada's mom and all of them sitting at the table, and the daughter was talking about how depressed she was, and you could see she was in such a depression. You got the feeling that she couldn't even really express it. She couldn't even really get it out. She was in such a dark place. What's up, Jordan? How you doing this morning? She couldn't even, just get it out. And sometimes it be like that sometimes. Sometimes we be in such a dark place. Sometimes we go through something and we be so depressed that we can't even explain it. You can't even explain it. You go through so much and you just can't even explain it. And, hey, Veronica, good morning, love. And so it's sad. And the one thing I hate to hear, young people, because young people, you ain't got no reason to be depressed. What are you depressed about? Your mama paying your bills. You get to live, eat, sleep, shit, do everything for free. You can come and you can go as you please. But you know what? Different kids from different households, they deal with different situations. So that's understandable. And when you coming from different households and you dealing with different situations, you going through different things, and just like us adults, just like we handle things differently. When we going through a divorce, or when we going through relationship issues, we handle it differently. We never think that our children handle things differently. You might think, well, I got 3 or 4, and they all was raised in the same household. They all got the same treatment. That's how we think as mothers, or parents. We think that when I whooped one ass, I whooped all their asses. When I screamed and shouted this one, I shouted at all of them, so they all got the same shit. But you never know. Each one of them, they take it in differently. Some is very fragile, and you got other children that they could just deal with it. They could take it, they be like, oh, shoot, please, this is all she do. She fuss and holler all day long. I'm used to it. But then you can have that one that literally break. That's how my twins is. When the twins get into trouble, one of the twin, the older twin, Farron, the one that's been sick, when he get into trouble, he just sit there. He don't say nothing. You have to ask him, do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And he'll say, yeah. And the other twin, Farron, the second I even open my mouth, he break down. He break down and start crying. And they are twins. So they handle the situations differently. Hey, Jordan. Never really looked at it that way. Damn. You haven't, Jordan? Well, I'm glad I was able to share that with you. I told you I'm a mother of 9. I've been through it all and seen it all, so I can enlighten you on how these kids deal with a bunch of different stuff. Five boys and 4 girls, ages 30 all the way down to 11. So been through it all, seen it all. Hey, Tiara. Hi, Shaquila. Hey, Shaquila, love. Yeah, hey, Gina, call me later. I have to finish putting in the rest of these flowers before some bum me up there. Take care, everyone. Okay, no nonsense. I love you. I'll definitely call you later. Everyone, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Don't hit the thumbs up. Don't forget, give me some likes. And if you're new, welcome. Please, welcome to my channel. Hit that little bell so you can get all the videos and everything. But I just thought that this was something that was touching, and that, we should touch on a little bit. Because a lot of parents, us as parents, we learning too. Being a parent is one of the hardest jobs, and I don't care what job you got to do. I don't care what job you're doing. Being a parent is one of the hardest jobs ever. And you're still learning. You learn every day. So we never think about, I told all of them, clean this goddamn house up. And maybe only 2 of the kids did what they were supposed to do, and the other 2 or the other one didn't do anything. It's because they all take it in differently. When you screaming, even though you're screaming at all of them the same way and in the same tone, guess what? They all are listening to it and taking it in differently. Hey, Lily, I love you too. How you doing, sis? So yeah, so I even put on my Facebook page, I'm in a group with this group of other ladies, and it's called Breaking Code. And Breaking Code, it's a great group. You can go in there and you can answer questions. You can, something specifically you want to talk about. The ladies talk about all kind of stuff and share all kind of stuff. Great Facebook group. So if you ever on Facebook, join that group, Breaking Code. Even those that are in a good housing environment have feelings of being unloved and misunderstood. Depression is a chemical imbalance. Yes. Yep. What about anxiety? Oh, yeah. Children get anxiety, too. It ain't just adults. Adults aren't the only ones that get anxiety. Children get anxiety, too. And they go through, different stages of it, just like we go through different stages of anxiety. And we just don't understand it when our children go through it, because we don't think that our kids can go through anxiety, can be depressed, can, do you have anxiety? No, I don't have anxiety. I have had anxiety before. I've had it before. I don't have it now. I've had depression. I've been in deep, deep depression to where I was in a dark space, to the point that I was, thinking about suicide and stuff like that. I've never got so deep to where I wanted to cut myself or hurt myself. It was never like that. I've never did that. But I thought about it just like every other person. But then I snapped the fuck out right out of that real quick, because when you think about you're the only one that has to take care of your children, and everybody, they all depend on you. Everyone around you depend on you. Some of us, I'm not going to say all of us, some of us snap out of that shit real quick, because I sit around and say, well, damn, if I fucking kill myself, if I fucking do this craziness, if I start to do different things to my body where I'm not right, who's going to take care of my children? Who's going to take care of my children? Because guess what? They daddy ain't going to come and take care of them. My mom can barely take care of herself. So that's what made, I'm only speaking for me. I'm not speaking for everybody else. That's what made me snap out of it. I was like, Gina, you got to get yourself together. But I wanted to help myself. Damn right, I like your views. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Yep, it's about them babies. Yep. My babies did it for me too. Yeah. And that was why, gotta be strong for you babies, Miss G. Yeah. And even when I break down, did Shaquila say, this is so true, Gina. Thank you, Shaquila. Even when I broke down and y'all saw I was going through some stuff because one of the twins was really, really sick. And I was just like, I need an abundance of prayers. Like, please pray for me. Like, please help me. When we went to the hospital, I was letting everyone know that I took him to the hospital and stuff. And when he was complaining about he couldn't breathe, honey, I was shaking like this. Do you understand me? I was shaking like this because I thought that they were going to keep him. And I knew if they were going to keep him, oh my God, now I got to spend time up at the school, up at the hospital, and I got to go back and forth to the school and get homework, and then I got to take care of the other children. There's 3 other children to take care. It's just me. It's just me. I don't have anyone else. I can't pick up the phone and call a husband or a boyfriend or a significant other and say, can you pick up the other children or can you look out for? No. Thank God that I have grown children, adult children that can help me out with their younger siblings, but that's not their job. Those are their brothers and sisters. But thank God that I raised them right. And I raised them well, I should say. Not right, but I raised them well to the point that they don't mind helping me with their other siblings. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it's time for me to get in here. I'm talking to you guys. so much that I'm almost forgetting my meeting. I was supposed to be in there. Well, I'm right here at the school anyway, but it started at 11:04, so it's 11:05 now. So I'm finna get in there. But yeah, we're gonna talk about this some more when I come out, because I want to let you guys know how my meeting went with Farron and that they're concerned and stuff, and then and we'll just do another live when I come back out. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate all of you guys listening to everything that I gotta say. And please, hashtag the Homeless Penny Project. Do not forget about the Homeless Penny Project. Go to the GoFundMe, go to Facebook and everything. And Coos Miss G prayers. Thank you. I love you all. God bless, and ta-ta for now. I'll be back in a few minutes, probably about an hour. I love you too.